In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what the perfect agent day should look like and then how it should translate over into your calendar. I'm Byron Lazine, real estate team leader and investor. And this video is not for you if you're not super committed, if you're not super ambitious about your real estate sales career. What I'm going to show you is for the individual who really wants it, who really wants to go out there and become a top producer in their market, who wants to have market share, who wants to make as much money as possible. Think like the Bravo stars, Josh Altman and Ryan Serhant, and these types of individuals for big names in the real estate industry. This is the type of schedule that they are on. This is the type of schedule that if you want to be an ultra successful real estate agent, it's going to take. So if you're not into that, just skip this video, go watch another video of mine, hopefully, right? And if you enjoy this channel, please consider subscribing. So this schedule also is not for people that, might have a lot of family obligations. I understand all that. I understand that there's a place for everyone in this industry, people that have to, take their kids out until 10 in the morning or would have obligations. All of that is totally understandable. I work with a whole bunch of amazing single mothers, actually the top producers, and they balance it out quite well. So this is not for everyone, but if you have the luxury and the benefit as a new agent potentially of putting in unlimited hours, then this schedule will be for you. All right, so let's take a look at what the perfect agent calendar is. Okay, you see here, I've got 5 a.m. as a start time. I have 5 a.m. for a reason. If you're going to get out and get after your day and get ahead of people, you should be waking up at 5 a.m. and doing something for you in that 5 to 6, 6 to 7 hour. Okay, some type of morning routine. You've heard that over and over again. You could always become a part of 5 a.m. call if you're interested in morning routines, but something for you, whether it's gym, meditation, something healthy, something mindset related, something all about you. Okay. 7 o'clock is maybe the time if you're doing this in the 5 o'clock hour, you can be showering during 6, but maybe you're showering at 7, breakfast, all of that. And if you want to be really successful, I would argue you need to be in the office here at 7, but maybe you're doing all that personal stuff that I just mentioned. So you need to be in the office by at least 8 o'clock. This isn't the schedule for everyone. This is the perfect agent calendar for those that have the time, don't have the kids interrupting them during these hours. That's a lot of people, and have the luxury, the ultra luxury of putting in this kind of time. Okay, so you should be in the office by 8, and you should be reviewing your day, doing any emails that need to go out, that kind of stuff, right? Prepping the day, prepping your calls, making your most important calls at 8:30, your most important text messages at 8:30, letting people know you are on the money. 9 o'clock, if you're in a team, maybe some type of team huddle or a role play. Even the best in this industry sharpen their skills. It could be a quick role play, but something to get you going. Okay, so from 9, let's call it 9:30 now, to that 11 o'clock hour, this entire 2.5 hours right here, 9:30 or 1.5 hours rather. This entire time is your money time. This is when you should be making all your calls and your follow-ups. All the money is in this right here, following up religiously with people. This is arguably your most important time of the day. Okay. At, let's say 11 o'clock, maybe you're doing some type of finishing up these calls, follow up, some type of quick training. You should train every day. Maybe for you, that's just listening to some great audio or doing a training with your team. Okay. By noon, we're into appointment time. Okay. Never go to lunch alone. If you're going to lunch, go with somebody to lunch. Okay. Go have a networking lunch. But maybe you're out on buyer appointments. This time all the way until 6 o'clock. This is how you're going to get paid, meeting people. So appointments could be meeting somebody in your network just face-to-face for coffee, or like I said, a lunch, or maybe dropping by. You don't have to have a two-way appointment just to set an appointment. Maybe you're making an appointment for yourself to drop by past clients' homes and give them something of value. Maybe give them the, December marketing report, okay? Just adding value. Preferably, you're going to be on a whole bunch of listing appointments. Your calendar should have LA, right? Listing appointments or buyer appointments filling in this time frame here, okay? Now, you may, depending on your market, may still have to do some buyer appointments or listing appointments in that 7 o'clock hour, but preferably you're going to wrap up somewhere in here. And then, of course, you're going to need to do some family time and also some follow-ups. And most importantly, lay out tomorrow, okay? This is really important. Line up your day tomorrow by 9 o'clock. You got to get a good night's sleep. I've got in here 9 to 5. That is 8 hours of sleep, right? By 9 o'clock, you should be laying out your day for tomorrow. There's a great clip, Jesse Itzler on TikTok. He talks about, the best CEOs in the world. They come in, they have their whole day printed out in front of them, and they're just getting whisked from appointment to appointment by their multiple assistants. And he said, well, most of us don't have multiple assistants, but most of us aren't good enough to just go out there and wing it every single day. So lay out tomorrow. He argues that the night routine, and I would actually agree, is more important than the morning routine. Okay, if you're in a really late city, maybe New York City or something, maybe you're not up at 5 a.m., maybe it's a little bit later because you're now staying out till 11 p.m. to meet, some of your clients want late meetings. So obviously your location is going to determine, a little bit of that time up and going to bed. Your market, right? If you're in, I would say, the majority of towns in America, or cities or small cities or suburbs, the schedule that I just laid out right there, towns and in small cities where it's family oriented, where people are going to bed because their kids got school, that's a schedule that crushes, okay? The agents that are in those markets that are sleeping in till 8 o'clock, then getting their day started, it takes you a couple hours to get going, right? You don't do anything for yourself when you wake up at 8. You're getting right into calls and texts and emails and all the drama that's coming at you each and every single day. It's really hard to get ahead of the other agents who are getting up early. So that's the argument there. Then you really want to make sure that this is in your calendar, okay? I mean, this is literally just my calendar right here, but you want to put these time blocks of whatever you're doing, your meeting slots, open in perpetuity, right? So you can see that I'm just going into like January here and it's all there. It's like I'm not changing anything. I know what I've got to do. I know my morning routine. I know my night routine. And I know my slots of when I'm willing to take appointments. So it's really important that you write this out, whatever your perfect calendar is. I described one that for somebody that wants to be ultra successful, that's going to put in an obscene amount of hours into their business. It can be less for sure. I think you can do this business on a 40 or 50 hour, work week schedule and be very, very successful in it. So you would have had more free time in that schedule that I laid out. That was, again, for someone who really wants to get after it. But make sure it's living in your Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar, whatever your digital calendar is, okay? We're getting into 2022 right now, and it's really important that we are able to communicate with those that we work with and our clients, and it's not like living in an agenda, right? Like that we're able to accept calendar invites. So that's the perfect calendar. If you think I missed something, please leave me a comment. If you like this type of video, love for you to hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll see you on the next video.